2 days after the incident in the corridor. He had come to think. She had come to be found. Under a pale, cold crescent moon, Kairu Soma stands small against the massive, jagged skyline of the Divine Crest Academy. He wears the uniform of a junior student, completely blank, completely unearned. But behind his eyes, a faint purple crack flickers. A ghost from a past life. From the shadows, Lyris Vel watches. The carved teal seal below her eye pulses softly in the dark. Lyra said, "I know what was done to you." "And why?" Kairu doesn't turn. He already knows the truth. In his first life, he trusted no one. He told himself it was intelligence, but it was just fear dressed in smarter clothes. And it cost him everything. Lyra said they did the same thing to me. 7 years ago. There is a particular, heavy silence that only two people who have been unmade by the very same hands can share. Kairu had carried that silence for 5 long years. He recognized it in under a second. But their time is running out. 2 weeks later, Lord Vile's personal envoy, Reth Solan, arrives at the academy. He brings an invitation wrapped in a threat, hunting for students with unusual abilities. Kairu puts on his perfect performance, playing the part of a terrified, grateful 12-year-old boy. But a Grandmaster's game cannot be controlled forever. In the middle of the academy dueling hall, Kairu is pushed to the absolute brink. Confronted by a blazing fire strike from a rival student, instinct overrides years of rigid discipline. No. Don't. Not here. Too late. The suppression seal fractures. A colossal column of pure, terrifying void energy punches straight through the stone ceiling, tearing a 4-meter hole open to the sky. For 4 agonizing seconds, every single elemental crest in the building goes entirely dead. As the dust settles, 40 students and 6 instructors are brought to their knees in absolute shock. Kairu stands alone in the wreckage, watching the violet void energy violently leak and spiderweb across his skin. His 5-year plan, shattered in a matter of seconds. 15 minutes later, the hole is an empty tomb. The floor is split by jagged radial fractures. Dust floats lazily in the column of afternoon light pouring through the ruined roof. Kairu stands in the center of the destruction, his uniform scorched and ruined. He looks down at his left hand. The void mark, the engineered, artificial crest placed into his infant body before he even had language to understand it, is now permanently burned into his palm like a dark, heavy scar. He had kept it locked away for so long that he had stopped thinking of it as his own. He thought of it as a liability. But standing here, he realizes the terrifying truth. He isn't horrified by the monstrous power. He is horrified by how much he loves it. 2 years. I needed 2 more years, adapt. As he walks toward the exit, his shadow stretches out in the late afternoon sun, unnaturally long, reaching back toward the darkness. Reth Solan saw everything. The report is already on Vile's desk. Phase 1 no longer begins in 2 years. It begins tonight.